What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. This is Brandish. Just driving home. Gonna do a quick crafty session with you guys. If you guys have never seen this thing, it's made by Stores and Bickle, the folks behind the Volcano Vaporizer. I know everybody's heard of that. And this thing is the best portable on the market. It's pricey, 400 bucks, but efficient, flavorful, and you're gonna see the performance right now. Let's check it out. I like using the Crafty. It has a programmable application for the temperatures. You can set one initial temperature and then a booster temperature, which you can program to go up any amount of degrees that you want above the preset that you set initially. And this thing works great, man. I use it at 366 and my booster's 22, so I go 366 to 388. Much lower temperatures than I use with the Herbalizer. And this thing does a great job. It extracts really well, even after 388 degrees on max temperature after a session. The bowl is completely cashed. The bud is brown, completely baked, and this thing has flavor for days from the first hit to the last hit. Now, if you go up to the really high temperatures, you will start getting that more intense, almost burnt popcorn taste. That's why I stay below 400, because if you go at 388, it still goes up and down about 6 degrees. So I usually will see it go like to 394 and then start bumping itself back down. You can get some massive rips with this thing on any temperature. The preset temperature out of the box, I believe, is 356. I just bumped that up by 10 because I wanted, a little bit faster time to get into the bigger clouds and the better flavor. So I go 366 to 388. Let me know what you guys do in the comments. If you guys are using a higher temperature and not getting the results that I'm getting, maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong. And another thing I wanted to mention, probably 95% of the time when I pack the Crafty, I use the liquid pad, the same one that I used in the Herbalizer video the other day. And I like it because, number one, you can use pretty much half the amount of material and pretty much get the same results. It's really good if you're by yourself or with another person. If it's more than one person, I'll pack the whole bowl and not put in the liquid pad, but it gives it a really nice, tight, compact bowl for the bud to be in. And being that this thing is convection and conduction, you just get great results. Amazing flavor, like I was saying earlier. And every time you get a hit, you get really nice clouds, man. Like, maybe I'm not doing it justice with the lighting behind me, but let's give it another try. Flavor's so nice. It's got some nice classic Blue Dream in here. One of my favorite strains, pretty much almost everybody's favorite strain, according to online resources. So you see the green light on, that means it's on the, if it's steady, it's on my preset original temperature, or the one that you set as the base temperature, rather. And if you give it a quick double tap of the button, you get a little vibration. Now the light is flashing red. When it starts flashing green, it's gotten up into the booster temperature. So it's going up to 388 now. And you can see it gets up to temperature pretty fast. It's already ready from 366 to 388, but it does take a couple minutes to get from a cold start up to full temperature and ready to vape. Obviously you can see the clouds are a lot bigger with the temperature going up to 388. And I consider sometimes going up to higher temperatures, but I remember back to when I first got it and I tried those higher temperatures, I just wasn't a big fan of the flavor. So sometimes I might go and dump whatever's in here into another vaporizer, get a little more out of it. But when you pack in that liquid pad, the smaller bowl, I guess, or the fact that that pad's on there, the heat's retained in the bowl more, and you just get a really, really dark, almost coffee colored ABV. Now, another reason I like using the liquid pad is, as you can see, it stays in there really good, especially once it's hot. I can flip it upside down. So by doing that, if you have the proper adapter, carbon filter, or if you know the bowl piece of your where your bowl slides in, the neck on your bubbler or bong, if this fits over it, you can literally put it right on top of your bubbler, and just with the hand pressure, that brown or tan looking seal on the inside of that blue O-ring will give you a nice seal, and you can get some massive cloudy rips on a bong or a bubbler without buying anything. Just stick it right on there. I'll make a video later on in the week showing you guys that. And another thing I wanted to show you guys that already have the Crafty, the filters that come with it are great, but eventually, like with any filter, they start to get gummy. You have to replace them, and every time you clean the mouthpiece, you kind of like, you mess up the filter a little bit until the point where it's not the same size, it's not a perfect circle anymore, and material is getting through it. So what I did was I went on eBay and I found these filters or screens that are supposed to be for hookahs, and it's basically a flat piece of stainless steel with holes punched in it. A pack of 5 is about, I think, $10 or $12, and they're literally indestructible. I mean, it's a piece of stainless steel. You can do whatever you want to it. I dumped this whole mouthpiece into a container of ISO, let it sit for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Then I take everything apart, set the seals aside because they don't really need to soak too long. And then the little top piece with the cool Crafty hologram, I pop that off because I don't want the ISO to mess up that cool image. And everything else, you know, I just leave in the ISO for a while, and maybe like 10-20 minutes. You don't really have to leave it in there longer than that, but I do use 99%, so that might be helping me keep a lower time soaking the guy. But once that's done, just clean everything up with a Q-tip, get the ISO all in there and put it all back together, and that's pretty much the only thing you have to clean on the Crafty is the mouthpiece. Nothing else is really replaceable. You can take that O-ring off, but I really haven't had to. Quick brushes around everything, you know, maybe once a day, keeps everything nice and clean. And this thing is super reliable, man. The positives, desktop quality draws in a portable, literally. Same flavor and draws that you would expect out of a Volcano or a Plenty, and you're getting with this thing right here. Really, there's only one downside, and the battery life is abysmal on this thing. You might get 3 or 4 sessions out of it, and it's time to charge, and charging time is not that great either. It could take up to 3 hours or more to fully charge it. I usually maybe take 1 or 2 sessions and then throw it on the charger, so I don't want to like keep the battery really high and always keep charging it, because that could degrade the life of the battery. So I usually will get it to like what I think is 50%, or according to the application 50%, and I'll throw it on the charger. But now that I have desktops that I purchased, you know, in the last couple months, this is definitely getting a break when I'm at home. I can just plug it in and charge it, and I pretty much only use it when I'm out and about. And yeah, man, there's another one called the Mighty, and it's basically the same thing that you see here, but it has 2 batteries, which this section right here is the battery. So you'll see another one of those over here, and it's just a lot wider, but it does last a long time from what I've heard. And it does have the temperature controls right on the device with a small screen, so you don't need the application. Actually, it doesn't even come with an application, or doesn't work with the Crafty application. Talk through the whole bowl, and I pretty much got nothing, but you know, it's what we do for you guys at the Strainiacs. So this was today's session. You saw Guns' session earlier today with that vape pen and the dab. I never saw him use that bubbler like that before. I can't wait to try that. So the next video is coming soon. Hopefully him and I will be able to get together and shoot a proper intro video for you guys to introduce the channel and some of the things that we plan on doing. But look out for tomorrow's video. We're going to try to keep the tradition of doing at least one daily video for you guys to show you something that we're working with, a new strain that we have, maybe a new toy or adapter or something like that. But yeah, if you guys like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe. If you don't, like always, go ahead and comment and give it a thumbs down if you really feel like you have to. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace and thumbs up.